love it when we get sciencey, of course. There's a lot of buzz about the annular solar eclipse happening tomorrow. Unfortunately, Mother Nature isn't going to give St. Louis a great view of what would have been a partial eclipse for us, but a fantastic ring of fire will be visible in the sky across the west and southwest. And here to talk about how these eclipses happen and their importance to science is Trevor Knuth. He is a postdoctoral research fellow and a solar astrophysicist. If I can get that out this morning with NASA. Trevor, good morning.
Hi, thank you for having me.
All right, love talking about this. I've been talking about it all week, but let's talk with NASA about it. Tell us about the annular solar eclipse. Now, this is not a total eclipse. There is a difference, right?
Yeah, so a solar eclipse is whenever the moon comes between the Earth and the sun, casting its shadow on the Earth. And you get two different varieties of those. You get the total solar eclipse, which is probably the one people are most familiar with, but you also get these annular solar eclipses. That's because the moon's orbit is an ellipse. Sometimes it's closer, sometimes it's further away. During an annular eclipse, the moon is a little bit further away, causing it to appear smaller on the sky. And so we don't get a total blockage of the sun. Instead, we get this ring of fire phenomenon, creating the annular eclipse.
And it's just so beautiful. Now, while this is exciting for those in the path of the ring of fire, those that are going to get a chance to see it, this is extra important to researchers because this is a rare few moments when we can really study the sun, right?
Yeah, so eclipses are great opportunities to be able to sort of block a lot of the light from the sun and then study how different parts of the sun or the near Earth environment respond to such things. So for this annular eclipse tomorrow, there'll be multiple rocket campaigns taking instruments up into the upper atmosphere and the near Earth environment to make measurements of things like electron populations and how these respond to this drop in solar flux.
It's just really cool that's how important these moments are and how researchers will literally chase eclipses across the country. Now, you don't have to chase it too far this go around. This eclipse, of course, is the first of two solar eclipses for North America within this coming kind of in this year. And a lot of folks can remember not too far back to 2017. Now, the St. Louis region where we are is right in the heart of the action for next April. Can you tell us about what we're expecting on April 8th, 2024 with that total eclipse? And again, if there's just a little difference from what we're going to see this go around.
Yeah, so in April 8th, you'll be getting a total solar eclipse, which means that the moon will be closer when the eclipse happens. It'll completely block the surface of the sun. Now, when that occurs, you'll be able to actually see the corona, the sort of sparse, wispy atmosphere of the sun that surrounds it. Usually that is far too dim to see compared to the surface of the sun itself. And so these opportunities are really a great way to actually measure that corona and sort of see it in high fidelity.
Always a great reminder, even though we're going to miss out tomorrow, I think, with the cloud cover, remind people to get those solar glasses now, be ready for that. But since I know we're not going to have a great view and we're not going to be in that path of the ring of fire itself, I'm sure NASA has some great ways how we can keep up with the events of the eclipse tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're unable to view the eclipses yourself due to where you live, due to things like weather, you can also go online to NASA's YouTube channel to see a live stream or to various other NASA websites. You can find all this information and more online at go.nasa.gov/eclipse.
I love it. And if you haven't, you got to watch these. These NASA live streams are the best. They are so interesting and informative. Trevor Knuth, thank you so much for joining us from NASA this morning, talking about some exciting times tomorrow.